Welcome to Dodger Stadium, interleague baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Toronto Blue Jays taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. All right, Singy, let's get right into it. He threw an absolute gem last time out.
Seriously, Boog. I mean, this guy was nearly untouchable. Opposing hitters baffled all day long.
First pitch coming your way next. First pitch moments away. And today on the hill, Blake Snell. Last year's Cy Young Award winner in the National League, Singy.
Well, Boog, he was healthy last year and gained a tremendous amount of confidence. He took a big step forward last season. I think he'll take another one this season.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Hit on the ground to short. Zips it across. One out in the top of the first. Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for them. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Well, Boog, I think when you got a guy that's this talented on the mound, you got to find ways to disrupt his rhythm, make him uncomfortable a little bit. The guys that can handle the bat and perhaps, bunt for a base hit, get him moving off the mound. If you're in the box and he seems to be just in a flow, step out.
Over to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Back here with my pal Singy, towing the slab in today's game, Cal Quantrill. Tell us about him in that sub-3 ERA, Singy.
Well, anytime you can keep your ERA under 3, you're doing a lot of things right, and you're putting your team in a position to win a lot of ball games as well. And he's doing tremendous out there on the mound. Every time he gets the ball, you expect him to go out there and dominate, and that's what he's been to this point. We'll see how he is today.
And stepping in is the speedy Hesung Kim. Fouls it off, still 1-2. One of my favorite stats all time, 1997, the Hall of Famer Craig Biggio played in all 162 games for the Astros on AstroTurf, and he never hit into a double play.
Back-to-back base hits, solid swing from start to end, on time with everything, really good balance, nice extension, and he met it out front for the line drive knock.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. First and second, no outs here in game one of this 3-game set. Struck him out looking. Here's Shohei Ohtani. Swing and a miss. That is strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Now a fly ball to right center. Barker sizes this one up. Pulls it down, and there's 2 gone. Will Smith to the plate. Freeman over at second. Kim on at first with 2 down. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Back here in L.A., new inning getting started. Anthony Santander at the plate. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Thomas under it. And out number 1 on the grab. Addison Barger next up for the Blue Jays. Gets him to chase after that one.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
1 out, bases empty. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Another 1-2. Swings and misses. Tied him up on a fastball inside. 2 down, bases empty. Dalton Varsho next up for the Blue Jays. And it's fouled away. That one hammered center field. Going back on this one. And brings it in at the wall. We head to the bottom of the second, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Teoscar Hernandez. And there's a breaking ball that drops in there. Cut on and miss, struck him out. That K is his third of the game. Here's Lane Thomas. And he grounds one to the right side. And it's through for a hit. Here's Ramon Laureano.
This is a great dynamic right here. Speedy runner at first, thinking about taking second. Catcher with the pop time that leaves Jaws on the floor. This might get interesting, Boo.
Here comes David Bodie. Swinging a ground ball up the middle. To his knee, the throw, and they get the out. Welcome back as we take a peek at the starting pitching so far this year. Line drive, and it goes just foul. The Blue Jays looking to build momentum towards the postseason, and a win here would certainly help. Swing and a miss and a changeup in the dirt. Smith down to first with it. Gets him. One away on a drop third strike. And now it's DJ LeMahieu digging in. Swing and a ball lifted in the air right field. He just missed it. Makes the grab for the second out.
Yeah, and the clubhouse mood swings a little more with each game down the stretch, Boo. Win this one, and they'll be feeling pretty good. Lose it, and maybe some anxiety starts to set in.
That's off the mark. Now 2-2. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Welcome back. And coming off a series where the pitching was outstanding, we take a look at those numbers.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. Ground ball up the middle. Sends it to first. And Freeman is retired. And next for L.A., Haesung Kim. And a bunt towards third. Bare hand has to hurry. On the money, nice play.
You know, I think barehanded grabs might be one of the best looking plays in baseball. It takes tremendous body control to bend down there, pick it up, and then get into a position to make a quick, accurate throw to first. It all
fires over to Guerrero. And that's the third. Back here at Dodger Stadium, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the fourth, Edmundo Sosa. Swing and a miss. Missed that by a mile. That's strike 2. Foul tip into the mitt, struck him out.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
Here's Andres Jimenez. Slow roller to first, and that's just foul. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled. Smith gathers, throws, out on the drop third strike, 2 gone. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. That one gets down for a hit.
I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
Brings it in, and that is that. One left for Quantrill winds and deals. Fought off foul. This one in the air. Makes the grab, and there's one down. The batter now will be Will Smith. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
All tied up. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. See ya! Strikes him out for the second time today. Here's Teoscar Hernandez. That one finds the zone, and that is strike two. Swing and a ball lifted in the air left field. Pretty well struck. Way back there. And it is gone. He flexes his power with that swing. His 19th home run of the year, and that gives him a lead. It's 1-0.
That's a fun way to take the lead. Just hit one out of the park. Boog, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that's 6 Ks for him in this one. So the Dodgers strike first on the solo jet. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Oh, he botches it. Still able to fire over, and they get the out. Good recovery. Wasn't easy following the misplay. So up next for Toronto, Dalton Varsho. That one missed. A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone. Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger. Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings.
2 outs.
Ball 2. 2-2.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Two outs, runner at first. Here's the third baseman, DJ LeMahieu. And that one upstairs. The pitch. Hit in the air, center field, Thomas. And that is that. And we're back. Laureano comes up to hit. Swing and a ground ball. And foul ball. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. This one high in the air to left center. Drops into the glove. And there's one away. And here's David Bodie. There's a swing and a miss.
Man, that's just a nasty splitter. Bottom falls out of it. You don't see a lot of guys throw that these days, but I tell you what, he's got a good one.
Base is empty, one away. Last half of inning number 5. On the ground, right side. And he takes it himself for the out. So the lineup flips over. Freddie Freeman will come up to hit. That one ripped. And foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. On the ground to short, Sosa. Slings it across, and Freeman is retired. Back here at Chavez Ravine. And here's the catcher, Alejandro Kirk. The 1-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. And a swing and a miss. Make it 7 strikeouts for him. And here is Sosa to the plate. The lefty ready, and a 1-1. In the air to left center. Hernandez ranging after it. He's got it. 2 down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton. Another strikeout for Snellzilla. He's been dynamite in this. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. Next offering is in for a strike. And they'll do it again. Battling here as he fouls it away. Swing and a ball lifted to center field. Makes the catch for the out. Here's Mookie Betts. Way out front for strike two.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. Betts into second.
Drove that ball nicely, put a great swing on it, and it jumped off his bat. Kind of put it all together there, and he's rewarded with the double.
Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. His July and August splits there. And he went around, according to Patrick Johnson. Quantrill ahead 1-2. That one to first. And he handles it himself for the out. And up to the plate is Will Smith.
Man, he's close as he's trying to get through 6 full innings right now. He's about to throw his 100th pitch. I'd be surprised if this isn't it for him.
Betts at third with 2 away. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Dives and he can't hang on. In comes the runner from third, and it's an RBI single, and they lead by 2.
Well done. Drives in the run. That ball right there landed in what they call the no man's land, meaning it's not really a spot on the field where you can expect anyone to get to it easily. I mean, it's a...
Well, we'll hold that thought as that's the third out, and we'll end the inning. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now a 2-0. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule. The 1-1. This to third. Throw on to Freeman, and they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th. And now, Anthony Santander.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
The Dodgers bullpen with some action. Evan Phillips preparing to come on if needed. Grotterol. This one could be trouble. Makes the turn and heads for second. And that's a 2-bagger.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. Really good swing right there. You got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Throw to first in time.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
The tying run at the plate. Fastball for a strike. Got him swinging. Huge strikeout there. And welcome back to the ballpark. Lane Thomas will make his way to the plate. Swing and a liner foul off to the right. Quantrill back to work. And down on strikes. Picks up strikeout number 7. Now here is Ramon Laureano. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
1-2.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Up the middle. Jimenez throw to first. And Laureano is retired. Here's David Bodie. 2 outs. And strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. Guerrero squeezes it, and that is the third. Evan Phillips on to pitch out of the pen here.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And it's into the gap. Around first, heading for 2. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Really nice job staying inside with his hands to fight off that pitch. Man, that cutter was bearing in on him, but he found a way to stay with his approach, didn't spin off it, and he hit it pretty well. Really?
Oh, now this one gets away at the plate. Steer up to third on the wild pitch.
Even with a good secondary lead, sometimes it's hard to see just how far that ball's gotten away from the catcher, and if you can make it to third base pretty much standing up. Well, that time he seemed to have a pretty good read, gets to third safely, and now he's just 90 feet away from scoring.
Up the middle, and he knocks it down. Still able to get it there in time. And they get it out of the play. Alejandro Kirk now at the plate. That one is absolutely belted. And it's into the gap. In comes the run from third. And now they trail by 1. And the tying runs at second base with a double.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Now here is Edmundo Sosa. Right through there for a strike. With the tying run at second, and we're at the top of the 8th. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Andres Jimenez, the next to hit. Hot shot to first base, and he snags it to end the inning. The Jays push across a run on this double, and it's now a 2-1 ball game. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Shawn Armstrong.
He's certainly been one of their better relief pitchers this season. The numbers are really solid, so they feel great about handing the ball over to him.
Puts it away for the out. Hesung Kim steps to the plate for the Dodgers. And he bunts, but that's a foul ball. Base is empty, 1 away. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. And that one a little below the knees. It's 2-2. Short hop liner, handled it short. Throws to first in time. 2 outs, base is empty. And the batter will be the shortstop, Mookie Betts. 2 outs, base is empty. Slider misses outside. Swing and a chopper out to short. Fires over to Guerrero. Out number 3. Nothing. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Tanner Scott.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball, and we see a pretty high turnover rate because of it. Every outing seems to be high pressure, this one included. We'll see if he can wrap up the win and get himself a save.
Looking to get the tying run on base. On the ground, out to short. Betts whips it to first. Now 1 gone in the 9th. Now it's the Toronto designated hitter, Anthony Santander. 1 down, base is empty. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Laureano on the move, heading back. Just missed getting out of here and tying this game. So it's their last chance. In this. Looks like it'll be a pinch hitter, Willie Adames. Trying to get something going for him with 2 away. This could end it. Hit to right, and that should do it. They'll squeeze it for the final out, and the Dodgers claim the win here behind some great pitching and defense. And your final score here today, 2-1. They hang on to win it by a run for Chris Singleton. And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Toronto Blue Jays taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. Biggest story coming into this one is what he's been able to do at the plate recently. Absolutely on fire, Singy.
Yeah, he's been terrific, Boog. Has really made this a dangerous team. His bat's been...
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. About to get started here, getting the nod on the mound, Yoshinobu Yamamoto. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle off the hook of tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
Throw on to Freeman. 2 quick outs in the top of the first here tonight. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. That's hard hit on the line. Hauls it in to end the inning. Back here with my pal Singy. And on the hill today, Matt Waldron. What should we keep an eye on here?
Well, he brings into this one an excellent strikeout to walk ratio on the season. And when you consider the amount of swings and misses that he gets and the fact that he's not issuing free passes, that's going to make him more economical in his pitch count.
Off balance speed, there's one. To first, not in time. Great effort there. Now it's Mookie Betts. Swinging a foul straight back. Waldron with some less than fantastic work on the hill lately. In the air, out towards left center. Done. Hauls it in, 2 away. Here's the Dodgers lineup now. This is a veteran-led lineup right here. A lot of players with plenty of experience, Singy.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Boog. These players have been around the game for a long time, and they may not have the flash.
Swing, and this one's blasted. It's got a chance. Steer puts it away, and that'll do it. Back here at Dodger Stadium, top of the second, and now the Toronto cleanup hitter, Anthony Santander. Hard ground ball, base knob. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
There's a swing and a drive. And it's off the wall. Throw comes in. Runner stopped. Second and third. Nobody out.
Oh, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. He got a pitch he could drive, but he didn't get too excited like a lot of guys do and pull off the baseball. Really good timing all the way through the swing.
Base hit. 1 run in already. Runner stops at third, and they're at the corners with nobody out.
Well, a big swing of the bat right there. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out.
Well, Boog, it becomes pretty difficult as a teammate when a guy's struggling like this. You don't know if you want to go up and tell him to keep swinging it or if you want to give him his space, what exactly he needs. But right now, it's clearly a struggle for him, and you're just hoping that somehow, some way it'll click, and he can get out of this as quickly as possible.
Two on, 1 out. Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Up the middle, Kim. There's one. Out. Whips it to first on the run. In time. Got him. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. It's now 1-0. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Bottom of the second. And now Teoscar Hernandez. Laced down the line. This looks like extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. And he's there with a leadoff double.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Rooker sizing this one up. He's got it. Runner tags at second. And he makes it up to third with 1 away. Here's Lane Thomas now. And that one finds its way through. The tying run is in to score from third. It's an RBI single. It's 1-1. Here's Ramon Laureano. Next offering in there for a strike. And it's 1-2. Runner on the go. In there for strike 3. Safe at second, and that was not close. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. David Banuelos steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Gets a piece and stays alive.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage again.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. And that one is gone over the right field wall. Third home run of the season, and they jump ahead in the second. It's 3-1.
Man, I hated knuckleball. Seems like it's so hard to square him up and hit the ball hard, but this guy had no problem at all. It was like he was born to do this. Really?
Well, he settles under it in left, and that will end the inning. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. Let's check out some notable Cy Young candidates so far this year. That one ripped right center field. That's back. Gone. He made him pay for that one. Home run number 5 on the season. It's 3-2.
He hasn't been at his best at the plate these last few games, so this could end up being an important home run for him. Maybe it's a sign of more to come.
Here's Andres Jimenez. Swing and a high fly ball in the air left field. Hernandez makes the catch, and there's one gone. Willie Adames stands in.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Popped up, Freeman. And there's 2 away.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
And there's a ball.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Bats up with it. Whips it to first. And Guerrero is set down. Third out. Toronto picks up 1 on this homer. It's now a 3-2 ball game. That one hit to right. And a quick out, number 1. Here's Mookie Betts now. Hit on the ground to short. Adames tosses to first, and Betts is gone. Here's Shohei Ohtani. Foul ball. 2 outs, base is empty. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Rushing. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. Let's check out some notable MVP candidates so far this season.
Anthony Santander.
A little out front there as he swings through.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but he's commanded his fastball, and out of that same tunnel, that splitter comes, and the bottom just falls out of it.
That one not close. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Swing and a ground ball out to short. A sliding stop. The throw, but he beats it out. And the leadoff man is on with an infield single.
Did a nice job getting there. Good throw, but very difficult to get anybody on that one as far as you had to go and throw. You know?
Yeah, no question. Now a chance for Brent Rooker. Blue Jays down a run. Base hit right field. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Wasting no time. He's
2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. And next for Toronto, Spencer Steer. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner
swings and misses, struck him out. Here's the Toronto catcher, Dalton Rushing.
Well, there's a reason why he's at the bottom of the order, struggling as of late, but a knock here would be a huge lift for him and for his team.
Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Brings it in, 2-way down. So up next for Toronto, Blake Dunn. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Makes the grab, and that's the third out. Back here in L.A., John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the fourth, Teoscar Hernandez. Way back there. Out of here. Home run number 20 on the year, and they boost their lead. It's 4-2.
He just sent this stadium into a frenzy. They're going nuts. Well, Blue, clearly some frustration out there on the mound right now. I mean, that ball was so close to going foul. Would have been a long strike, but instead, batter gets rewarded. Did a nice job of getting to the pitch and hitting it hard enough to get over the fence.
On the ground, and that one finds its way through. So a man at first. Lane Thomas steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. And a foul ball. One on, nobody out, a run in. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. What a stop. Off balance feet, there's one. And that's all they'll get. Laureano comes up to hit. Struck him out without a swing. Went back to the knuckleball, and it was worthwhile. So up next, David Banuelos. In the air, right field, and that'll do it. Dodgers add one to their lead on the solo homer. It's now 4-2. Back after. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been struggling. And he swings through that one. The Jays would love to build their case for the postseason with a win in this one. Into center. Thomas coming on. Long run, tracks it down. And there's one away. Now here's the leadoff man for the Blue Jays, Andres Jimenez. There's a strike.
Good. You mentioned how critical this game is for them. They haven't locked anything up yet, so they can't afford to be giving games away. A win would be huge in this one.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Got him. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. And now for the Jays, Willy Adames. And he chases that one. Make it 4 strikeouts for him. And we're back. Bottom of the inning. Here is Freddie Freeman. Swings through that one for strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
This one in the air, right field. Rooker on the move. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down. Hesung Kim steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Hammered down the right side, but foul. Outside, and that is ball 4. Mookie Betts will make his way to the plate. Runner takes off. Strike in there. Save at second, and he easily steals the bag. Ground ball left side, and it goes just foul. Out to center. Dunn has a beat on it. Brings it in. And there's two away. Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. Man on second, 2 down. And a swing and a miss. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. So it's no runs, no base hits, no errors. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Lake Trinan.
And he's been really shutting down hitters from the right side of the plate this year. Not a lot of hard contact, not a lot of hits, period.
And the righty deals. On the ground to third. Slings to first, and Guerrero is set down. Anthony Santander at the plate. Smoked on the ground to second. In plenty of time to first, and a couple of quick outs. And here is Brent Rooker. On the ground right side. Freeman takes it himself, and the Blue Jays go down 1-2. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's Teoscar Hernandez. That one finds the zone. Now 1-2. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
It's almost like he's telling the guys in the bullpen, stand down, I got this.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. 1 down, base is empty. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Well, he got her swinging with the knuckleball there, and I feel this hitter's pain, Boog. I just have nightmares about the times that I had to face Tim Wakefield. Not good numbers, and if my career was based off of that, I would have been in AAA.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Makes the play, and it's out number 3. Back here at Chavez Ravine. All set for the start of the inning. And now Spencer Steer. Fastball right back to the mound. Handles, throws to first, and the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th. Now the catcher up to hit. Dalton rushing. On the ground to the left. Betts whips it to first. And 2 away to start the 7th. And now it's going to be Blake Dunn.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. On the ground to third. Suarez. On to first. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. New pitcher now, Brendan Little.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Hit pretty well in the air out to center. Dunn sizes this one up, and there's 1 down. And now the catcher comes up to hit, David Banuelos, and he's already left his mark on this game.
He certainly has, Boog. A 2-run shot in the 2nd inning, and that made an early impact on this game in a big way.
Swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone for the strikeout. 2 down, base is empty. Freddie Freeman steps to the plate for the Dodgers. And foul ball. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Guerrero makes the catch, and that'll do it. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the eighth. Brusdar Graterol.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations. Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
That one down the line. Freeman takes it to the bag. Leadoff man is out here in the eighth. Andres Jimenez next up for the Blue Jays. One out, base is empty. Out to short. Betts fires across the diamond. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the eighth. 2 outs, base is empty. Willie Adames next up for the Blue Jays. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike. The Dodgers up by 2, and we're in the top of the eighth. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Finds its way through, base hit. So digging in, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Tying run at the plate. That one fouled off.
Looking very settled on the mound here in the eighth. One more out, and they'll probably hand it off to their closer for the ninth with at least a 2-run lead.
This one popped up. Banuelos should have this one. Makes the catch, and that is that. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the eighth. Angel Bastardo.
He's throwing the ball very well overall this season. He's been really tough to get to. You see that ERA, and that's where you love to be.
Right side. 1 up, 1 down. Here's Mookie now. To third. Barger. Fires over to first. Mookie retired, 2 down. 2 down, base is empty. Now at the plate, Shohei Ohtani. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Makes the catch, inning over. Nothing doing for the... Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Tanner Scott.
And he's done a great job keeping the ball in the park this year. The numbers stack up with some of the best in the game.
That one misses, and a count 2-1. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single. Singy, that's a start.
Yeah, as soon as that ball got through, I could see down in the dugout, players pumping their fists. They know that they got a chance in this ball game.
And now the right fielder, Brent Rooker. This one in the air. Makes the grab, 1 down.
Man, he just couldn't lay off right there. Those high fastballs, they just look really good because they're eye level, but they're just about impossible to get the barrel to.
Drilled out towards left center field. Hernandez ranging after it. He's got it. 2 down.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gap. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
Pinch hitter coming on, Alejandro Kirk. The runner on first with 2 gone for him. The Blue Jays down to their final strike. That smash towards center. He'll squeeze it for the final out, and the Dodgers take the first 2 games of this series. Live from Dodger Stadium, this is the game of the week on MLB The Show. It's the Toronto Blue Jays taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. Today, all eyes are on the mound as we've got a pitcher who's been absolutely on fire lately. In fact, in his recent outings, he's been nearly untouchable, Singy.
Oh, you're not kidding, Boog. Opponents have looked lost against this guy.
First pitch coming your way next. All right, just about set to go. And towing the slab, Shane Baz. Singy, he's been outstanding and should be fun to watch.
Well, coming into this game, hitters are batting under 250 against this starting pitcher. So it just shows you how effective he's been. He's been able to move his pitches around, add and subtract, change up the look so that hitters don't get too comfortable and start squaring up the baseball. We'll see what he's got in this one.
Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays. One guy leading the way offensively for this club right now, Anthony Santander.
Well, he's been a very consistent performer this year. And, man, when you look up and you're in the top 5 in batting average in the American League, tell you what, that raises your level of confidence to keep it going and try to finish in that picture or maybe at the very top. He's been spraying the balls all over the yard. We're going to keep our eyes on him in this one.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. 2 down, nobody on. Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the 3rd out. Back here at Dodger Stadium, today's starting pitcher, Trey Savage.
And a guy like this is going to keep you in the ball game. He's going to go out there, compete. Not going to see a whole lot of flair and flash, but he's going to hand it over to the bullpen at some point. And if you've been able to score a few runs, you'll be in it late. So we'll see if he's able to do that for his club in this one.
Here's Josh Rojas. Swings and misses. Going to count 1 and 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
1 out, base is empty. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, there appears to be no problem settling in on the mound out there today. It looks pretty tough to start this one, punching out the first 2 hitters of this ball game. And somebody's going to have to put the bat on the ball.
Now this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. Makes the catch up against the wall. And we're back. New inning getting started. Here's some real power at the plate. Anthony Santander. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. And this one looks like trouble. Around first and hustling for second. And he's got a leadoff double.
He was all over that one. That could be a dangerous pitch if you don't get it inside enough, because as a hitter, you see it coming across the plate the whole way. No problem handling it and putting a good swing on it that time.
Now it's going to be Brent Rooker. Hauls it in, and there's 1 away.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Swing and a ground ball. Rojas tosses to first, and that's an out. And next for Toronto, Spencer Steer. Fly ball to right. Grisham settles under it. He makes the grab, and that is that. Bottom half of inning number 2, and now the veteran catcher, Will Smith. And that misses. And it's 2-1. Swing and a miss. Ugly swing right there.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Rushing, gathers, throws to first. In time to get him. 1 away in the strikeout.
Really good hard bite to that breaking ball for the strikeout right there. I mean, he was able to bury it down below the zone, and that's throwing the pitch with conviction. Good thing for the pitcher, he's not going to miss in the zone, and that's where you get hurt. Excellent execution with 2 strikes. That could be a big weapon for him in this start.
Swung on, belted. Rooker ranging back, and that one is out of here. And this place is rocking. Homer number 25 of the year. It's 1-0.
It's like he's playing wiffle ball up there, and that's typically not the easiest way to hit a home run. The slight opposite field into the gap. Man, making it look easy, that's for sure.
Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a ball lifted left field. Steer makes the play, and there are 2 down. Here comes David Bodie. The 1-1 is fouled off. And a swing and a miss. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. But they're off to a good start as they pick up a run on this solo shot. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been struggling. Ground ball up the middle. Rojas to first, and 1 away in the top of the 3rd. Dalton rushing next up for the Blue Jays. Next offering is fouled back.
Well, you put good velocity in the head of the hitter. He's got to get it ready early and then change speeds. Keep him off balance. That's the goal.
And that one almost hit him. Good job to fight that one off. The Jays would get a big boost from a win in this one, so close to the end of the season. 1 down, base is empty. Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. Reaching for it, makes the catch.
Gotta love the over-the-shoulder catch. I tell you what, those are really fun to make.
Here's Andres Jimenez. Fly ball, pretty well struck right field. Grisham raging back towards the wall. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. Pulls into 3rd safely with a triple.
Not much time left in the season now, Boog, and it can be hard to recover mentally when you lose games you should win. They need to limit the mistakes and fight for every run.
Willie Adames stands in. Now it's belted deep to left. Way out of here. Home run. That one's got to feel good. And they lead it. It's 2-1.
Boog, his plan was to hit the ball hard, and he was going to figure out the rest later. You can't argue with those results. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. Anthony Santander at the plate. The 1-1. Now this is in the air down the line. Grisham is there, makes the catch, and that is that. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. And this is now. Welcome back. They have been lights out on the mound the past month. Here is a look at the numbers. Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. Got him swinging.
Just a great slider right there. And I think the key for pitchers and what hitters don't want to see is if a pitcher misses with that pitch, that he misses off the edge of the strike zone rather than in the middle of the strike zone. And right there, excellent execution, and it finished up in a perfect spot.
On the ground. Throws to first, and 2 straight set down to begin the bottom of the 3rd. Back to the top of the lineup, and now here is Teoscar Hernandez.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean,
Two
That
strikes.
slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pitch.
2 outs, base is empty. Hit in the air, left field. He's there. He's got it. That is the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. Stepping in, the long ball threat, Brent Rooker. And that one in the air, center field. Outman makes the play, 1 away. And now it's Dalton Varsho. Base is empty, 1 away. Top half of inning number 4. Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. Outman snags it for the second out. So up next, Spencer Steer. Way inside. This one in the air, center field. Outman settles underneath it and puts the squeeze on that one. And that's the third. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far. Swing and a drive, deep right field. And it hops over the wall for an automatic double.
Well, this tends to happen more often in this park than others, and that short fence is just so inviting for hitters. You see a lot of balls bounce over for an automatic double when no one can run it down.
Out of line, out towards center. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. And there's 1 away. Will Smith to the plate. Hit in the air, left field. Adames. He's got it. And there are 2 outs.
Well, that's a tough play for the infielder, ranging back into the outfield. There's part of him that's saying, hey, where you at, outfielder? Call me off.
Oh, that's a strikeout. And that'll do it for the inning. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Slides for the stop. Throw to first. Pretty nice play there.
We saw a few skills on display there for the out. Technique was great. Reaction time was there, and the slide was smooth. Watching that play come together was really fun.
Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. And now the lineup turns over with 1 away. Back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup. Now it's the second baseman, Andres Jimenez. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Hit on the ground, might be 2. 1 at second, over to first, safe. Willie Adames next up for the Blue Jays. Runner on the go. Pitch outside. And that's a stolen base, not even close. And that's another stolen base for the league leader. The 2-1. Soft contact in the air. He's got it. And that is out number 3. Back here at Chavez Ravine. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now the center fielder, James Outman.
Getting a little frustrated with the strike zone.
Up the middle. And it's through for a hit. Off to a good start for the leadoff knock.
Look, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
On its way to the corner. And that lands in no man's land, a foul ball. Next pitch is outside.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Nobody out. Runner at first. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
No, that slider down and away. It's just kind of a slow death. With 2 strikes, you're looking to protect, and halfway to the
runner on the move. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. This to third. There's one. He's out. Relay to Guerrero in time, inning-ending double play. Back here at Dodger Stadium. Now, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. The pitch. And it stays fair. There comes a skipper out of the Camilo Doval taking over on the mound.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Line drive, base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
And a swing and a miss. And that is a big first out.
No, that slider was way out of the zone. And for me, it just comes down to not seeing the pitch out of the hand, not tracking it into the zone, and then also being a little bit anxious, not confident in your 2-strike approach. And so when a guy's in that position, you get him to commit early, and a lot of times you get the swing and miss, as you did right there.
2 on, 1 out. Fouled off. He was late. One out. Runners at first and second. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Hard ground ball for a base stop. Vladdy coming around third. He'll score easily, and it's an RBI single. It's 3-1. A perfect example right there. That plate discipline, it pays off.
The deeper he gets into a count, the more comfortable he becomes, and he usually wins the battle.
Calls it in, and there's 2 away. To second with the throw-in, no chance to get back. It's a double play. But they pick. Welcome back as we take a check of the current standings. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Oh, nothing too fancy on the strikeout pitch right there. Just a low 90s fastball, and I'm not sure he was trying to challenge him, but that's pretty much what happened. Very hittable location, but he found a way to just get it by him.
Inside corner for a strike, and the count 1-2. So the Dodgers are going to have to try and come from behind and try and get that offense going. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Good eye in that spot.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. 9th pitch of the at-bat due next. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. That one down the line, and that's just foul. Battling here as he fouls it away.
5 foul balls in a row. I have no idea what that feels like, but you got to love this battle. Just wondering
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Blake Trinan. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again. Ball and a strike. Swing and a foul back. That's out of play. Here's a 1-2. And that one hammered. High bounce takes it over the fence. That's an automatic double. Dalton Rushing next up for the Blue Jays. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Man at second, and it remains 2-2. That one drifts inside. Up the middle, Bodie on the run, sends it over to first. Got him! Nice play.
Oh, it's a nice forehand stop. Kept the ball from getting to the outfield, but he had a little trouble getting rid of it and had to take an extra step, which cost you some time. But he recovered, made a good, strong throw, and he still got the out.
That one ran inside, almost got him. Grounds one to short. Over to first. Now 2 away. Barker on third with 2 out. Swing and a ball popped in the air. That's a base hit as a run scores.
Comes through with the RBI. Pitch was in and off the plate. So hard to do anything with a pitch in that location, but somehow he got the barrel to it and hit it well. Pretty amazing.
Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. And they add to their lead. It's 6-1. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spit on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
And here comes the Dodgers manager. They hand the ball over to a new arm, Evan Phillips. He last pitched 2 days ago. Anthony Santander next up for the Blue Jays. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. 2 gone, bases empty, but 3 runs across here in the top half of inning number 7. Foul ball left side. He'll see another.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Fights that one away. Still 1-2.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Swing and a ball ripped right field, and that one back, and that one is gone. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. His 52nd home run of the season. It's 7-1. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them.
on autopilot.
So now pitch hitter for the Blue Jays, Alan Roden. Two outs. Swing and a ball popped up. Bodie settles underneath it. And he makes the catch. And that is that. But two round trippers in this inning. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the seventh. Ryan Burr.
Well, good luck against this guy. He's been extremely tough to hit this year. His numbers are excellent.
Got him swinging. Went back to the slider, and it was a good idea.
Really tight bite on that slider and just couldn't get the barrel to it out front. You've got to try to pull those hands tight to the body to get it through. And I'm thinking he probably wanted that pitch to end.
Oh, this one high and deep. Way back there. And it's out of here. His 21st of the year. It's 7-2.
For a pitcher, the odds are in your favor if you keep that breaking ball down. That time, he got punished for it. Hitter just did a really good job of staying within himself and getting the barrel to the baseball.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. One out, bases empty, and a run in. Here, the bottom of the seventh. That's to third, and it goes just foul. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball. And up next for Los Angeles, James Outman. And down on strikes he goes. That K is his third of the game. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the eighth. Brusdar Graterol.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Popped up. Suarez hauls it in, and there's one away. Here's the left fielder, Spencer Steer. So now pitch hitter for the Blue Jays, Blake Dunn. Looking to start something with one gone. In the air, right field. And there's two down. Two outs, base is empty. So up next for Toronto, Addison. So they're making a move for a bat off the bench. DJ LeMahieu looking for a two-out spark with the bases empty. Two down, nobody on. That one finds the zone. 1-2.
2 strikes.
Two down, nobody on. And we're in the top of the eighth. Misses the zone, and he gets him to chase. Smith gathers, throws, got him. Inning over on the strikeout. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the eighth, Zach Jackson.
Well, he's been a really tough guy to take deep this season. You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk. Man at first, nobody out. Now it's Trent Grisham to the plate. The other way, makes the grab, one away.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate. Clearly, he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment.
Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez. And that one gets past the catcher. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance.
Nobody on defense feels great right now. The pitcher feels responsible for missing so far outside, and the catcher wishes he could have done more to try to stop it.
So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
First and second, 2 outs. Josh Rojas steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Out to short. On to Jimenez.
That's an out.
That's the 3rd out. Inning over. Dodgers. We're back. It's the top of the 9th. And there's a new pitcher on the mound. Landon Knack. In the game for the first time this season. Dalton Rushing getting ready to hit. High fly ball down the left field line. And it gets into the corner, but it's foul. Chris, you look at it. These are the spots where pitchers can come on, pitch well, instill some confidence in the manager, and all of a sudden they're pitching higher leverage spots in the postseason.
Well, in this final month, I mean, this is an audition period for the call-ups, but it's also for that marginal reliever that was on the roster throughout the season to maybe step up and be on that playoff roster.
And there's 2 down. Willie Adames next up for the Blue Jays. 1-1 now. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
High fly ball, right field. Grisham corrals it. And that is that. Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the 9th. Paul Sewald.
Well, he's a big-time strikeout guy out there. This season, averaging more than 1 per inning.
Hard hit left side. LeMahieu gets it to first. And the leadoff man retired here in the 9th. The batter now will be Will Smith. Next pitch is outside. That's ball 4. Tried another fastball but missed the spot.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
Eugenio Suarez up to hit now. Out to short. Adames. 1 at second.
Out of there.
On to first. Got him.
He's out.
And it's a double play to end it.
This team secures a winning season with the W today. And regardless of what else happens the rest of the way,
From one Blue Jays way in Toronto, welcome to Rogers Center. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Colorado Rockies and the Toronto Blue Jays. Well, Singy's trying to match the stellar performance by yesterday's starter. Looking forward to seeing what he's got today.
His teammate was lights out, Boog, in total command all game long. If he brings that same intensity.
First pitch coming at you right after the break. Just about ready to roll here. And on the mound here today, Zach Gallen. He's been one of the best starters of the AL this year, Singy.
Believe it, a Cy Young candidate in the American League. Having a great season so far, but he knows he's got more work to do. I've heard his name floating out there as a candidate, but I think he's just going to focus on this one today and try to get a win for his team.
Now the number 2 hitter, Raynel Delgado. Gallen, he has a reputation, I don't know, maybe a knack for working himself out of tough situations that he finds himself in. You know, you like that in a relief pitcher, but when you have it for a starting pitcher, a guy that can get out of a tight spot, that is pretty valuable. 1 out, bases empty. And downstairs.
And you won't see the skipper rush to get somebody up in the bullpen as soon as he starts to see some signs of trouble. This guy's earned a longer leash, and because of that, confidence grows with the players and teammates playing behind him that when things get a little rough out there, they know he'll find his way through it.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, Boog, I'll tell you, when he goes to look at the video of that pitch, he's going to want to punch himself. That slider had "hit me" written all over it, and
fair ball. Makes the turn and heads for second. And that's a double. How much of the ability to do that in a tight spot is the mental approach?
I think it's very much being able to have a laser-like focus, slow everything down, stay right in that moment, pitch-to-pitch execution, and focusing on that catcher's mitt.
Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. Back here at Rogers Center, and towing the slab for Colorado in this one, Ryan Feltner. Chris, how about a scouting report?
Well, Boog, maybe a little pedestrian there in terms of the ERA, but with those numbers, you expect to be in a ball game and have an opportunity to win, and really, that's all his teammates can ask for, so we'll see if he's able to be consistent in this one.
Willie Adames stands in. Swings and misses. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
2 strikes.
Out to short. Tosses to first, and they get Adames for the out. 2 down, bases empty. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Hammered, base hit. And that extends the inning. Anthony Santander at the plate. And a seed into center. That's a base hit. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away. Brent Rooker next up for the Blue Jays. Line drive. Can't get there. Should be extra bases. 1 runs in. Runner around third. The relay throw. And he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning. 1 run on 3 hits. No errors, and 1 man. Back now in Toronto. And now the shortstop, Ezekiel Tovar. That one's in there, and it's 2-2. Back to right. Dives, but it falls. Could be extra bases. Around second now as they still don't have it. Safely into third with a leadoff triple. Runner at third, nobody out. And now the DH. Ground ball left side. Fires over to Guerrero. There for the out. Runner scores from third. Next for Colorado, Zach Veen. Strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a ball popped up. Jimenez. They got it for out number 2.
Oh, that's a frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter right there. I mean, that pitch was right down the middle. I think he got a little too excited, came out of his mechanics, and instead of driving that ball somewhere, he popped it up. Unfortunate for him.
Late with the swing there. Tied up here in the early going. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. Make it 4 strikes. And we're back. Now the left fielder, Spencer Steer. Base hit center field.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
Sneaks through, base hit. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
On the ground, 2 ball to Tovar, and that's 2.
Oh man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Here's the catcher, Dalton Rushing. And there's a fly ball deep right field. And that one is gone. That'll fire up the dugout. It's his 6th home run of the season, and the Blue Jays have the lead now. It's 3-1.
That's a fun way to take the lead. Just hit one out of the park. Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
Here's Andres Jimenez. Ripped on a line, lays out, but he can't squeeze it. The throw into second, he's in there.
He quickly went from hitter to base runner. Love when guys make that transition, and he's got speed to put on a show.
And now Willie Adames hit on the ground to short. Sends it across to first, and they get Adames for the out. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. The Jays get a pair on this homer. Welcome back. And coming off a series where the pitching was outstanding, we take a look at those numbers.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
Caught him looking for the K. So the batting order turns over. Brenton Doyle digging in for the Rockies. And that drops in for a strike.
Pretty rare location right there, right down the middle. This guy paints the edges. I'm not sure if you're going to see that pitch again as a hitter.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. So in now for Colorado, Raynel Delgado. Line drive, and makes the play, and that's out number 3. Welcome back as we take a peek at the starting pitching so far this year. That misses, and now 3-1. The Blue Jays could definitely use a win here with the end of the regular season approach. Kyle Freeland is forced to the mound after the injury.
Don't expect to see a whole lot of swings and misses, but he's going to compete out there on the mound.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk. Man at first, and next will be the cleanup hitter, Anthony Santander. Next offering upstairs.
We're pretty late in the season now, Boog, and every win or loss is magnified. Got to do your job on every play and make sure you don't come
out towards right center. That's well struck. Going gone. He'll touch them all. His 53rd homer of the year, and they add a pair. It's 5-1. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous in the dish right now. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
He swings and hits a fly ball, center field. 1 down. And here is Spencer Steer. Ripped on the ground to second. Throws to first in time. and there's 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. And now for the Jays, Dalton Varsho. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that ends the inning. The Jays get a pair on this homer. It's now 5-1. Let's check out some notable Cy Young candidates so far this year. The 1-1 is fouled off. The 1-2. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. Puts it away for the out. 1 up, 1 down. There's Ryan McMahon now. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. Going back on this one. Out of here. So he goes the opposite way with that one. His 18th home run of the season. It's 5-2.
Boog, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
2 down. 2 down, base is empty. And next is the designated hitter. Up the middle. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. The Rockies get one by way of the long ball. It's 5-2. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been struggling. Here's a 1-1. Bounce to the right. Sends it to first. 1 out in the bottom of the 4th. Here's the Toronto catcher, Dalton Rushing. Struck him out swinging. Went back to the sinker, and it was successful. Here's the second baseman, Andres Jimenez. And the pitch. And a liner out into right center for a base hit. And that keeps the inning alive. And now, Willy Adames. Cut on and lifted in the air. And it falls. And now 2 aboard. And next for Toronto, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. On the ground out to short. They get the force. That ends the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready now for the 5th inning. So in now for Colorado, Zach Veen. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he's up to 7 strikeouts. So digging in, Hunter Goodman. Next offering is fouled back. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. That's his 8th strikeout of the game. Digging in, Nick Fortes.
We got a full
2
count.
down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. Swing and a miss. And he strikes out the side in the 5th. Let's check out some notable MVP candidates so far this season. Ground ball up the middle, and that chance handled. Tosses to first, and the leadoff man set down in their half of the 5th. Brent Rooker will hit next. That one the other way, and foul ball. Line drive, caught.
Nothing you can do about those as a hitter. Even though you know that, they still drive you absolutely crazy.
2 outs, base is empty. So up next for Toronto, Spencer Steer. Swing and a pop-up. And it drops in. And that keeps the inning going. Dalton Varsho next up for the Blue Jays. A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone.
2 strikes.
Lifted in the air down the left side, and that'll get down for a hit. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits.
The first move felt like a bit of a guess. You have to be right in those spots or things can get away from you awfully quickly.
Yeah, the batter now, Addison Barker. Close one, doesn't get the call. 2-1. On the ground right side, Delgado slings to first, inning over. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. Gallen ready to fire now.
2 balls, 1 strike.
All these Rockies, from what we've seen, I think it's fair to wonder if they've been too patient at the plate. Sometimes it's a good
3
thing,
balls,
but
1
today
strike.
they're continuing to fall behind in the count, and that's adding a ton of pressure to their offense.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk. And now it's the switch hitting second baseman, Raynel Delgado. Pop up here, third base side. Barker gets under it and makes the grab. And there's one down. Now here's Nolan Jones.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
Got it. And that K brings him into double digits for the game. Ryan McMahon steps to the plate. Rudder takes off. Pitch in for a strike. Throw there. Safe. That's 20 stolen bases for him this season. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Drops into the glove, and that'll do it. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far.
For Toronto, catcher Dalton Rushing.
Back to the mound. He's got it. One away, bottom of the 6th.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
And that one lifted in the air, center field. Doyle under it. He's got it, and there's 2 away. Willie Adames digs in now.
Willie Adames.
That one lined to the left field, and that's base hit. And with the inning still alive, here comes the heart of the order. And now for the Jays, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. goes deep. Homer number 25 on the year, and they tack on to their lead. It's 7-2.
Man, he looks like his dad out there hitting home runs.
Sean Sullivan gets the ball now. He last pitched 4 days ago, so he should feel pretty fresh. Now here's the switch hitting power threat, Anthony Santander. Ripped on a line to center. Doyle makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. The Jays get a pair on this homer. It's now a 7-2 ball. Ezekiel Tovar digging in for the Rockies. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Well, he's starting to look a little gassed to me, and we'll see if they go to the bullpen in this spot or not.
So a man at first. Now it's the DH. Steps on the bag for one. The tag, and they get him at second. That's a double play. So 2 down now, and here is Zach Veen. Fires over to Guerrero. That's the 3rd out. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule. Hot shot to third. Gets it to first, and they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th. Here's the left fielder, Spencer Steer. In the air, center field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. Out number 2. Dalton Varsh. So now pinch hitter for the Blue Jays, Blake Dunn. Trying to get something going for him with 2 away. Here's a 1-1. On the ground to the left. And foul ball.
He was a little out front, but did a good job keeping the hands back long enough to foul that pitch off.
That one way inside. Hit on the ground to short. Tovar. That's the inning.
He's out.
Ready to begin the 8th. So in now for Colorado, Hunter Goodman. Ripped towards third. Fires over to Guerrero. First out in the top of the 8th. Now the Rockies catcher, Nick Fortes. And 1-2.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Fires over to first. 2 up, 2 down. Here's the Rockies leadoff hitter, Brenton Doyle. Just missed. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top of the 8th. Line drive, that's a base hit into right field. Stepping in, Reynel Delgado. And that is downstairs. 2-1. Doyle, the runner at first with 2 gone. Misses, and the count's full. Out towards left center. Dunn turns to the right on the move. Brings it in, and that'll do it. Back now in Toronto, ready for the bottom of the 8th. And now for the Jays, Addison Bart. Now a move being made for a pinch hitter, DJ LeMahieu. Lifted in the air, right center field. Veen makes the catch, and there's 1 gone. And here's the catcher, Dalton Rushing. In the air, left field, down the line, and that's a fair ball. One gone, runner at first. And here is Sosa to the plate. On a line, base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone. Willie Adames next up for the Blue Jays. Check swing, called strike. Out into left center for a line drive base hit. Coming home. The throw in, but it's offline. And it's now a 6-run lead.
Stringing them together, that's 3 hits in a row. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Ground ball could be 2. Off balance feet, there's 1. On to first, double play, and that's the inning. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Taylor Rogers.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
And they'll do it again. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Swings and misses. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth. Ryan McMahon, the next to hit. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Now only one out remaining. Next to hit, Ezekiel Tovar. One strike away. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game. 8-2. Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. MLB The Show has interleague action for you this afternoon. It's the Colorado Rockies and the Toronto Blue Jays. Biggest story in this one is just how dominant his pitching has been, Singy. He's been in complete control in recent starts.
So much confidence on the bump, Boog. Painting.
First pitch coming your way next. Just about set to go. And pitching in this game, Bowden Francis.
Well, it's all about the strikeout for him. Over 200 punchies this season. Expect to see a lot of swings and misses today.
Ready to go? At the plate, Brenton Doyle. Got him looking. One gone here. Javier Sanoja digging in for the Rockies. One down, base is empty. Gets a piece and stays alive. The 2-2. This one popped up. Squeezes it, and there's two away. Two down, base is empty. Now the left fielder, Nolan Jones. And that one's a little bit low. 3-1 now. And a swing and a miss.
3-2.
Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Fights it off. He'll see another. Eighth pitch of the at-bat coming up. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And good work there as he gets back here with my pal Singy. And our pitcher in this game, Chase Stolander. And Chris, pitching on the road has not been particularly kind to him.
Yeah, and you don't want to be too quick to say that he can't pitch on the road. Sometimes It's just a matter of luck. It's not having a feel. Difference between the bullpen mound to the mound out there on the playing field. Don't know what it is, but I know this. He's got good enough stuff to overcome and get it done on the road as well as at home. So we'll see what he's able to do in this one.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Veen towards the line, looking up, makes a one-handed catch. 2 outs, base is empty. Now here is Vladimir Guerrero Jr. on the corner for a strike. 2 outs, base is empty. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And a nice inning. Back here at Rogers Center. Second inning set to go. Here's the Rockies cleanup hitter, Ryan McMahon. And that one missing inside a sharp slider. And a 2-1 hammered but foul. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit. Just not able to square it up.
Adames whips it across. 1 out in the second.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there. Just rolled over it. Got the ground ball.
Next to hit for the Rockies, Ezequiel Tovar. And it's caught for the out. Here's Colorado's DH. Yeah, a big swing and a miss.
1 and 2.
That one ripped. Gone. He shoots one out to right. His 13th home run of the season. It's 1-0. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back.
Now it's the right fielder, Zach Veen. It's in and out of his glove. Still finds a way to get off a throw. And that is that. And we're back. Bottom of the second. Anthony Santander at the plate. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2. Got him. And that's the first out.
Oh, that was perfect execution of that curveball. Down and in. He gets it out of the danger zone, and you really can't do it much better than that. It's in the zone the entire way, so you have to swing as a hitter, but then just falls off the table and almost hits you in the back foot.
And now it's Dalton Varsho. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Nabs it, and the inning is over. Let's check out some notable Cy Young candidates so far this year. Good eye right there.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That one way outside. 3-2 now. On the ground, right side. Whips it to first. Leadoff man retired here in the third. Next for Colorado, Nick Fortes. And that's outside. 1 out, base is empty. And a ground ball to first. And that goes foul. And a base hit right there. So in now for Colorado, Brenton Doyle. That misses. Yeah, that's ball 2. Fortes leads off first with 1 away. Swing and a high fly ball right field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 2 away. Next to hit for the Rockies, Javier Sanoja. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient. A swing and a miss. That retires the side. And welcome back to the ballpark. Set for the bottom of the third. Leading off, Spencer Steer. Swing and a ball driven out to center. Back there. Gone! That one felt good. His 16th homer of the year, and it ties it up. It's 1-1.
That's exactly what this crowd wanted to see in this spot. He blasted that pitch. Look, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
And now, Addison Barger. Now a jump throw. And he gets him. Nicely done. Dalton Rushing next up for the Blue Jays. The 1-1 is fouled off. One down, base is empty. Hit on the ground to the right side. Takes it to the bag, steps on first, and it's out number 2. Back to the top of the lineup. Here's Andres Gimenez. Now that's smacked to right center. And no one can get there. Joey gets on base and keeps it going. Willie Adames stands in. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. That's in for a strike. Oh, save! That's a stolen base. And the league leader in stolen bases does it again.
Ball 2. 2-2.
Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. Toronto picks up 1 on this homer. All even at 1 apiece. Pulls that one foul.
He's been pitching well, but going through this middle of the order second time through, we'll see what kind of adjustments are being made.
Ground ball right side, and that's just foul. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table.
Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone. His second homer of this series. It's 2-1.
He's swinging a red-hot bat. This isn't the first home run we've seen him hit these last few games, and it probably won't be the last.
And now Ezekiel Tovar. Late that time, and it's strike 2. That's to third. Barger. Throw to first in time.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
In the air, left field, down the line, dives, and it gets by. And that's a double.
Having a really nice game here. That's his second extra base hit. Just a bloop hit behind third right there, and that's a really tough play for a third baseman or shortstop to get.
That ends the inning, so we take a break. The Rockies get one by way of the long ball, and it's now a 2-1 ball. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been struggling. Next pitch, a slider that misses outside. In the air, fairly deep to right field. Veen hauls it in, and there's one away. Anthony Santander next up for the Blue Jays. And he grounds one back up the middle. And 2 away now. And next for Toronto, Brent Rooker. Grounder off the pitcher. Safe at first, and an infield single keeps the inning going. The comebacker got him down low, and you can really see him favoring the leg. That's his plant leg, which might be a concern, Chris.
Yeah, you hope he's got some feeling in that leg so he can land on it, like you said. But from the way he's acting out there, I think it looks like he's going to be okay and try to continue, Boog.
Now a pop-up on the infield. And that is the inning. The 1-1. Turned on, but that's foul down the third baseline. In the air out towards right center. Varsho moving under it. Hauls it in for the out. Now the Rockies catcher, Nick Fortes. And he hits a ground ball right side. And he takes it himself for the out. Brenton Doyle digging in for the Rockies. That one hammered center field. That's back there. That one is gone. He sends it out of here. His 22nd homer of the year. It's 3-1. So 2 down. Now it's the second baseman, Javier Sanoja. Swings through that one out in front that time.
1-2.
Foul ball still a 1-2 count. 2 outs. That one lifted to left. Steer moving under this one. Makes the grab. And that is that. The Rockies tack on another with this one. Back here at Rogers Center, we head to the bottom of the 5th. Here's the left fielder, Spencer Steer. That one is absolutely belted. And it one-hops the wall. Now he'll turn for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to.
Line drive out towards left field. That's a base hit. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners. Nobody out.
A late jump, and I think that was the difference on the play, Boog. It's not always easy seeing the ball off the bat. Something to improve.
Dalton Rushing next up for the Blue Jays. Line drive, base hit. Runner from third, in to score. It's an RBI single. They trail by 1. It's 3-2. Andres Jimenez getting ready to hit. Puts a bunt down. Off balance feed, there's one. And he'll eat it and be happy with the out. And now it's going to be Willie Adames.
Shortstop, Willie Adames.
In the dirt, but kept close. But no advance from the runners. First activity in the bullpen for the Rockies. Bryce Jarvis getting ready to come on for Bud Black. Cheville also getting ready.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
To short, could be 2. Glove flip for 1. Got him. The double play cuts down the potential tying run. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now a 3. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Handles, throws to first. And that's 1 out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th. Brian McMahon steps to the plate. Swing and a miss. And that's strike 2.
Man, that's just a nasty splitter. Bottom falls out of it. You don't see a lot of guys throw that these days, but I tell you what, he's got a good one.
Stays alive. Hard ground ball, base knock. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. And he deals. Next offering is outside. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Oh, it can be so tough as a hitter to pull yourself out of an extended slump, one that lasts for several games, even a week or more. You know, right now, he's really in one, so I'm sure his mind is all over the place, racing.
Threw it by him. A swing and a miss at the fastball to end the inning. Well, we go bottom six. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That's back there. And it's off the batter's eye. A solo shot. His 26th of the year, and we are all tied up. It's 3-3. That's his third straight game with a homer, Singy.
This dude is on fire, Boog.
New pitcher in the game for the Rockies, Bryce Jarvis.
And he's had a really hard time throwing strikes so far this season. His walk rate is up there among the worst in the league for relievers.
And that one popped in the air, left field. And out number one on the grab. Brent Rooker next up for the Blue Jays. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Hauls it in for the out. 2 away now.
That was a good hard fastball with some nice ride up in the zone right there. Hitter looked like he was on it, but I think that velocity at the end just beat him. Instead of a line drive or something hit deep.
Well, he's under it to make the catch in center, and we'll take a break. But we're all tied up thanks to this solo homer. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Sean Armstrong.
Well, he's been a bit of a wild card out there in terms of throwing strikes. He's definitely struggled with free passes this year.
Steer settles under it and makes the catch. And there's one down. And here's the first baseman, Hunter Goodman. All tied up here in the top half of inning number 7. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Tap back to the mound. Fires to first on the run. Quick recovery from the misplay. Pays off for the out. Now the catcher up to hit. Nick Fortes. That one finds the zone. Now he's in a 1-2 hole. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. 1-2-3. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Diego Castillo.
They know that he can get a right-hander out, but he's in position to face a couple of lefties this inning.
Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
This to center field, and it drops in. So the go-ahead run is on base with a knock.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. He clearly didn't catch that one on the big part of the bat, just kind of muscled it out there. And, you know, on the mound, it can be pretty frustrating for a pitcher, but you just kind of have to expect those to drop in there sometimes.
Center field, Doyle under it. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And there's one down. And the batter now, Dalton Rushing. Now a screamer into the outfield. Drops into the glove, and there's 2 away. Andres Jimenez next up for the Blue Jays. 2 gone. The possible go-ahead run at first. Runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to second. Out there. And that. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Eric Swanson.
Coming on to face a righty here, and he's been fantastic against him this year. His numbers in those matchups are very good.
Zips it across, and that's 1 away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th. Ground ball right side. Guerrero steps on the bag, and that quickly 2 away. Now at the plate, Nolan Jones. The 1-1 is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top of the 8th. On the ground to first. He takes it on his own. It's a 1-2-3 inning for the Rockies. Welcome back as we take a check of the current standings.
Second baseman, Andres Jimenez.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. Jones under it. Puts it away for the out. Willie Adames will hit next. Base is empty, 1 away. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss. Struck him out on a slider, and there's 2 gone. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Swing and a miss.
A lot of times you'll see a pitcher maybe double up on a pitch. This guy will throw it 3 times, 4 times in a row because hitters just can't lay off of it.
And a weak ground ball to the left side. McMahon fires over to first. And Guerrero. Welcome back. And here comes the closer, Jeff Hoffman. He has a great slider with tons of movement. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. And that's strikeout number 100 on the year. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Ezekiel Tovar.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into this.
Swing, and this one's blasted. It's got a chance. And it bangs off the foul pole. Home run. Another homer. He's done it again. His 2nd homer of the game. It's 4-3. Singy, the ball is jumping off his bat.
Yes, it is. Tons of loud contact. Man, it's been impressive.
No doubt in my mind, just about everybody in this ballpark holding their breath on that one. I tell you, just barely snuck it inside the foul pole, and talk about a huge swing. That's it in this ball game. Could be the biggest swing of this ball game. We'll see.
Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game here in the 9th. Swing and a ground ball, and foul ball. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Struck him out on a splitter. And some late inning drama here in the 9th. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Caleb Ferguson.
And compared to a lot of other relievers, strikeouts have not been a big weapon for him this year, so the defense should be active.
And a count 1-2. One-run game, bottom 9. Swing and a high fly ball down the right field line. Could be extra bases. Around first, digging for 2. Throw comes into second. Not in time. That's a leadoff double.
Well, that's how you respond. Leadoff man comes up, gets into scoring position. Now, there are several ways that they can get this run across.
Smoked on the ground to second. In plenty of time to first. 1 out, bottom of the 9th.
Those plays can be tricky. They're routine, but that doesn't mean it's always going to be smooth. He delivered a good play right there.
Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton.
Going to really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Out there to center. It's going to fall for a hit. Aim to score from third. And it's an RBI single, and they've tied it in the bottom of the ninth. So up next, Spencer Steer.
Huge moment for him and his team, Boog. You know, some guys just grip it a bit too tight in a big spot like this, having a chance to tie it up in the bottom of the ninth. But he didn't let the moment get to him. Comes up with the RBI knock, and now he's giving his teammates a chance to walk this thing off with the win if they can push across another run.
Manager out of the dugout now. New arm out of the bullpen, Zach Kelly.
Well, walks have certainly been an issue for him this season, so we'll see what kind of command he has.
Now here is Addison Barger. On the ground, could be two. Tovar to second. A one-pitch double play out of the pen. Inning over. But they pick up one run on the RBI. We're back and a new arm on the mound as we start extra. So digging in, Hunter Goodman. Swing and a miss. And it's 1-2.
Well, it's kind of deflating. You blow that.
Got him swinging. Nick Fortes digging in for the Rockies. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. And it falls. Here comes the throw. It's off the mark and he scores. 5-4 now as they take the lead. Next to hit, Brenton Doyle. Swing and a miss as he was late. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Rooker makes the grab, and that is that. So one run in the inning on this base hit. It's now. We're in extras here, and here is Dalton rushing.
Now, Boog, this is a real tough place for visiting teams to come in and close out ball games for a win.
To the right side, and that one handled. Throws to first in time. Awesome play there. Andres Jimenez next up for the Blue Jays. The 1-1. Now he breaks as bad as it's put in play. And it drops in.
Such great concentration. Everybody on their feet, knowing that you can come through with a good swing.
There goes the runner. Pitching for a strike. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. And the winning run is now in scoring position. One away, and the game-winning run stands at second. Up the middle, Sanoha tosses to first, and they get Adames for the out. And now the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. And that is the third out of the inning. Back now, we're in extras. Go-ahead run on base. Now the left fielder, Nolan Jones. In there, got him looking, and that one split the plate. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Now the third baseman, Ryan McMahon. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Varsho in position. He's got it, and there's two away.
As good as he's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand, you cannot hang a breaking ball right there. Lucky it stayed in the ballpark.
Ezekiel Tovar digging in for the Rockies. This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. Reaching for it and brings it in. Back here in extras, and a new pitcher on the mound at the bottom. Runner in scoring position, no outs. And now the DH, Anthony Santander. This guy's got good power. With one swing, he can win it for him. Sanoha, one up, one down. Big at bat for Brent Rooker now. The 1-1. Out to short. It gets through. That's it. Across is the winning run, and the Blue Jays walk it off in the 11th.
Well, you come to the ballpark hoping you'll see something special that day, whether you're a player or a fan. A walk-off win, nobody forgets that. A memorable moment that'll be logged in the backs of the minds of everybody that witnessed this here today.
Six-5 the final here today. A one-run extra inning win for Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show. I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon. Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. Today, the finale of this three-game weekend set It's the Colorado Rockies and the Toronto Blue Jays. Well, Singy, as we come into this one, it's all about the sweep.
Yeah, and anytime there's a chance for the brooms to come out, the pressure is definitely on. We'll see if they can find a way to salvage at least one in this series.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about set to go now. Pitching in our game today, Cal Quantrill.
Well, this guy's just been filthy out there on the mound. Hitters batting under 200 against him, and they're just having a hard time squaring up anything, doing any type of damage. The only way he hurts himself is if he gives up the free passes and surrenders a rare home run. But outside of that, it's going to be a tough job for the opposing lineup today.
Here's the left fielder, Javier Sanoja. Quantrill back to work. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike two.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That one 95 to finish him off. Next for Colorado, Raynel Delgado. Comes up empty. That's strike two.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
Got him. Strikes out the side to begin the game. What a start.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there.
Back now in Toronto. And pitching here today, Jaden Hill. What do you have on him, Siggy?
Yeah, he's definitely had a struggle so far this year, as evidenced by that inflated whip. But he's going to have to find a way to limit the base runners, put his team in a position to win a ball game. So we know he's prepared. We know this guy's a competitor. And we'll watch how he works in this one.
Makes the grab, 1 away. Willie Adames stands in. 1 out, bases empty. Slice to right. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Popped in the air. Left field. Plays it on a bounce, and it eats him up. Still manages a throw. Save. And now second and third with 1 gone.
Well, I'm not saying that play was easy, but it was harder than it needed to be thanks to the bad jump. Those small moments can be costly.
Anthony Santander at the plate. And a count 1 and 2. 1 down. Runners at second and third. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Certainly a strikeout situation right there. The infield playing back, and this pitcher has to step up and get the swing and miss. Really nice job of attacking the hitter at the plate. Pretty big 2-out at bat coming up now.
Now Brent Rooker tosses across to first. And top of the second. Here's Ryan McMahon now. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row. Just cruising along. So up next, Ezequiel Tovar.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Quantrill back to work. Fights that one away. Still 1 and 2.
Pitcher having a pretty tough time getting that swing and miss. 3rd foul ball in a row.
Ripped on the ground to second. Throws to first. 2 up, 2 down. 2 down, base is empty. Next for the Rockies is the DH. A pitch in for a strike. And a count 1 and 2. 2 outs, base is empty. Ripped in the air, left field, and a touchdown for a base hit.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Showed a will.
Runner on the go. Strike in there. throw,
He's in there. He's
safe.
safe.
You know what? I like the aggressiveness right there. It looks like it's going to be tough to score in this one. Really good pitching so far. So why not try to put some pressure on him and see if you can steal the bag, get in the scoring position.
And a swing and a miss. And that's that. And we're back. We head to the bottom of the second. Here's the center fielder, Dalton Varsho. The wide to kick the pitch. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. And there's one away.
Good hard fastball up in the zone right there. They look really good coming in, but so hard to get on top of as a hitter.
Hit hard on the ground to short. The throw to first. Already 2 out here in the home half of inning number 2. Now it's LeMahieu up to hit. 2 down, nobody on. Into center. And that'll fall for a base hit.
Well, the last 10 games or so have been anything but fun at the plate for him, so that one has to feel good. When you flare a ball out behind second base, it's really a tough spot for anyone to get to, and you're never trying to do that as a hitter, but when you do, I tell you what, you're yelling at it the entire time.
And he's got it in right field for the 3rd out. And welcome back to the ballpark. On to the 3rd inning. So in now for Colorado, Hunter Goodman.
Just a little too quick on that front shoulder, front hip, front foot. Everything comes open. No way of making contact with that one.
Drew Romo digs in now. Swing and a miss as he was late that time. Top of the 3rd, no score. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Just absolutely rolling on the mound. He's looking very much on his game in the early parts of this one, Boog. Fully on the attack with these hitters.
That's 7 strikeouts already, so he's got a good pace going, no doubt. And they'll do it again. Battling here as he fouls it away. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And he strikes out the side. Welcome back as we take a peek at the starting pitching so far this year. Now a high fly ball out to left center. Sanoja on the move to the alley. He's there. He's got it. And there's one away. Willie Adames next up for the Blue Jays. Swing and a line drive slicing into right field. Makes the grab and there's 2 gone. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. next up for the Blue Jays. 2 outs. Check swing and he went. That is strike 2.
2 strikes.
Got him looking. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Back here at Rogers Center, start of the 4th. So in now for Colorado, Raynel Delgado. High fly ball out towards left field. Steer ranging back and puts the squeeze on that one. 1 down. Brenton Doyle now at the plate. That one missing inside. 4th inning underway, no score. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. So a man aboard now with 1 away. Ryan McMahon steps to the plate. Runner takes off. Pitch in for a strike. Go to second.
That goes to show you stealing a base is a tough thing to do and far from a sure thing, even with big-time speed. It's not easy to catch him, but that was a great catch and throw. Quick, not rushed, and accurate.
LeMahieu makes the catch. And Let's check out some notable MVP candidates so far this season. Line to left. That's a hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Everything came together for him. That's a nice job of taking that pitch on the outside the other way and just beat the shift. And this guy's not known for using the whole field, but right there he took what was given to him.
Now it's going to be Brent Rooker. Swung on, belted. Going back. Onto the track, and he makes the catch.
Well, I think the wind ended up being a factor right there. It's whipping in from right field right now. So otherwise, I think that ball's out of here.
And now the center fielder, Dalton Varsho. Double play ball to second. Slinging it to first in time.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
That one is absolutely belted. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. Run comes in from second, and he's there with a double.
Well, that may end up being an at-bat we go back to later on when this game is over. He put a great swing on that ball. Took the barrel right to it. Nice extension as well. 105 exit velocity. That tells you everything you need to know about that swing.
Steer at second with 2 down. Swing and a miss, struck him out. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. He caught it behind his back. Gathers and throws. It's there, and that's a great play. And next is the designated hitter.
Good onside run and sink on that pitch right there. Got inside on.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. Pulls it in on the warning track.
And he hammered that to straightaway center field. It's a deep part of the ballpark. Tell you what, that wind is blowing straight in. Got to be a big man if you're going to go through the wind of that part of the park. It just knocked that ball down.
The 1-2. Two down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. Gets a piece and stays alive. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. See ya! Strikes him out for the second time today. Rockies are down. Bottom of the inning. Here's the Toronto catcher, Alejandro Kirk. He swings and hits a fly ball center field, and that'll fall for a base hit. And that turns the lineup over.
Well, his hot hitting continues. He's been getting great results lately. These days, most outfielders play pretty deep, and I'm not sure if that was a factor there or not, but off the bat, you're thinking it's going to be a pop-out, and it just kind of nestled into that spot where no one was able to get to it.
To Tovar.
That's an out.
Throw to first, but he beat it. So digging in, Willie Adames. On the ground to third, might be 2. Off balance feet, there's 1. And that's 2. Back now in Toronto, top of the 6th inning. So in now for Colorado, Hunter Goodman. Swing and a miss at the splitter, and it's a strikeout.
Pretty electric stuff showing up on the mound right now. I mean, in the double-digit strikeouts, he should be able to rack up some more before he's done in this one. And not many of these hitters have had much of an answer for what he's offering out there.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. It is 11th strikeout in this one, really racking up the whips.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of it.
He's under it, it's short, puts the squeeze on it, and that'll do it for the inning. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. It's the Blue Jays 1. So out of the pen comes the right-hander, Victor Vodnik.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Misses the zone, and he gets him to chase. He's a bullpen arm that keeps the ball in the ballpark. But obviously, out of the bullpen, you're looking to limit home runs.
Yeah, and that's why he's such a high-leverage arm. Just doesn't matter for him. He looks at attacking the zone and attacking hitters regardless of the situation.
So, man aboard, digging in, Anthony Santander. Headed towards the corner. And that's a foul ball.
He's mixing his pitches really well. Late on that fastball after seeing the changeup. See if he can elevate one. I think if he does, he'll get the swing and miss.
Not close with that one. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. Stirring in the Colorado bullpen, Bryce Jarvis getting ready to come on for Bud Black. Cheville getting cranked up as well. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. And that is gone. They must be going crazy in the dugout. His 54th home run of the season, and they add a couple more. It's 3-0.
That's a swing that'll boost the win probability for sure. Pitchers are taught to keep the ball down so that you don't get hurt. But unfortunately on that one, he made a pretty good pitch in terms of location, but it was just a better swing.
And now, Brent Rooker, late on that fastball.
It can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
Ripped to short. Fires across the diamond. 1 away, bottom of the 6th. So up next for Toronto, Dalton Varsho. In the air, left field, down the line. That one gets down for a hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. Spencer Steer, the next to hit. One and 2 here. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. And foul ball. Grounded to third, could be 2. There's 1 out. And it's a double play to end the inning. The Jays get a pair on this homer. It's now 3-0. Top of inning number 7. Now the number 2 hitter, Raynel Delgado. Next offering is fouled back. Quantrill ahead 1 and 2. And a foul ball. He stays alive.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Brenton Doyle getting ready to hit. And that one clips the corner. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 13 strikeouts now. He's putting together an impressive outing.
Well, this guy's been pretty much a non-factor so far this weekend. Very little in the way of impactful at-bats.
Guerrero the toss to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nothing doing for the Rockies. They trail it here 3-0. So a young arm coming on now out of the pen, Angel Cheville.
Well, he's been an absolute workhorse out of the pen all season long. This is the 70th appearance for him this year, and that says a lot about how much they trust handing the ball over to him.
Tosses to first, and 1 away in the bottom of the 7th. And now for the Jays, Alejandro Kirk. Pulls it down, and there's 2 gone. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's Andres Jimenez. Swing and a ground ball base hit right field. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. Willie Adames next up for the Blue Jays. That one's sizzling on its way through to the outfield. And now first and second with 2 outs. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. next up for the Blue Jays. Drilled out towards left center field. That ball's carried. Going. Gone. Vladdy with a star scraper. That's his 3rd home run of the series. It's 6-0. So the streak stays alive. His 4th straight game with a home run.
Boog, that's like a cycle of home runs, and I know how much you love the cycle. He's absolutely punishing mistakes right now he can't miss.
So the Rockies turn the ball over to a new arm, Bryce Jarvis.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
2 gone, bases empty, but 3 runs across here, the bottom of the 7th. Up the middle, Tovar. On to first.
He's out.
That ends the frame. 3-run shot for the Jays this inning. It's now a 6-0. Let's check out some notable Cy Young candidates so far this year. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Varsho makes the grab on the run.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. Lifted in the air, right field. Rooker makes the grab for the 2nd out. Next to hit for the Rockies, Zach Veen. Next pitch in for a strike, and a count 1-2.
Well, they've kept him pretty quiet in this series. Still doesn't have a knock. I know.
Oh, this one high and deep, way back there. And that one is gone. It's his 6th home run of the season, and they're chipping away. It's 6-1. So 2 away with nobody on. Hunter Goodman digging in for the Rockies. That one out to right. Rooker brings it in for the 3rd out. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the right fielder, Brent Rooker. Fly ball down the line. Veen in pursuit. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down. And now here is Dalton Varsho. This to center field. Doyle coming on. Flashes the leather on the run and catch. And there's 2 away. 2 down, bases empty. Spencer Steer will hit next. Right side, hard hit. And that is the inning. All set to start the 9th in this one. And here is Drew Romo. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Fights it off. He'll see another. On the ground. And it goes just foul. And a ball and 2 strikes. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. And he adds another strikeout to the pile. 14 now. Now the left fielder, Javier Sanoja. Towards first. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. And they get it. The misplay made it a bit messy, but they cleaned things up for the out. Rockies down to their last out. Next for Colorado, Reynel Delgado. This could end it. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. Catcher tosses the mask, settles under it, and he's got it. Ball game. And the Blue Jays have won 4 in a row.
It seemed like from the first pitch of this ball game, this guy was going to get it done. A quality start. Who knew he'd throw a complete game and get the victory? But an excellent job of continuing to just throw what the catcher put down. He navigated through this ball game, a jam here, a jam there, but ultimately it was an outstanding outing.
6-1.
You